Symbols are devices of power. Their power is both in the visual effect as well as the mental and emotional streams that become associated with them. Symbols may evoke positive, negative, or neutral responses depending on the observer. Modifications in the display of symbols convey different messages. They may also identify groupings of people as potential allies or enemies. And the meaning of symbols changes over time. This is once the great wheel of the year. Many religions used it to signify the cyclic nature of life, wheels within wheels. In the 20th century, its transformation into the crooked cross of the Nazis conveyed another aspect of change. Because of these deep associations, symbols can also be used to deceive. Symbols and language are sometimes used to subtly condition people and blind them to actions and intent. We should be aware. It's not for no reason that millions are spent yearly studying the effects of TV signals on the consciousness of the observer. Sadly, we are now more managed rather than represented by the government and the people that are chosen by others for us to elect. This is a corporatocracy, and our choices are managed. For example, watching TV news, ask yourself, when was citizen replaced by consumer as the more common term to refer to you? The Freemasons use a wide variety of symbols to convey the richness of concepts. Some people say the Freemasons are an evil cabal bent on establishing a totalitarian New World Order, and that's just nonsense. Those intents exist, but they aren't the work of Freemasons. Actually, it was due to the original fervor of the Masons that the founding principles of the United States were established. Separation of state and church, democracy, public service for the good of the community, the value of an educated citizenry, and the sacredness of individual liberty were their conceptual treasure. Their crowning achievement was the establishment of the American Republic. Their architectural and ritual mark was the 10 square mile District of Columbia and its layout and public architecture. But now they just have the comfort of their elaborate lodges, and their original vision is just a pleasant memory. These are now times that the individual is under the boot of the forces of greed, fanaticism, and tyranny. And the question we would put to the Masons is now, who will help the widow's son? So, in part two, we'll circle back and focus more on the pentagram.